Guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Pashvika, the channel where we talk a lot about the female stuff, menstrual cycle, everything about the female stuff, and also the self-improvement topics. Well, in today's video, we're going to be talking about number one secret key to happiness. And this video is applicable to everyone. I'm going to be talking about the secret key and going into the good part. Give it a big thumbs up and consider subscribing if you want more such videos. And you can very well check out the Self-Care Female Planner Bundle. It's a PDF download. The links are in description box below. You can also check our website. All the links are in description box below. Anyway, guys, let's talk about the secret key to the happiness. Now, number one secret keys to the happiness is actually your beliefs. Now, you would be thinking how the beliefs actually dictate my happiness. Well, let me explain you. Your beliefs hold the key to your life, to your future, to who you are, and to your happiness. It's around yourself. Like, I want to reach to this particular goal, then I'm gonna be happy. Then you wouldn't be happy right now in your current moment. You will only gonna be happy when you're gonna reach to that goal. That means that your happiness is dependent on that goal, and that's your belief system. How it's actually being programmed. When you were a kid and your subconscious mind was playing the ground and conscious mind haven't built in the early stages of your life, take all the words from your parents, from your society, from your family, from the people around you about their stuff, about the different things. Like some of the people have, like I was having the belief system around the money. The money is hard to make. You have to struggle a lot to make the money. That was a belief I was having. So it could be a lot of the different beliefs related to the money, relationship, happiness, career, anything or the around. You take all those as a face value and literally imprinted everything in your subconscious mind, because at the time the conscious mind, the critical mind wasn't there. So you didn't actually use a critical mind to figure it out whether it's really a right or really a truth or it's a fake. So that's why you actually took all those stuff the people were talking around you into your mind as subconscious and as a belief. Obviously, some beliefs are good and some beliefs are bad, but I'm talking more importantly about the bad beliefs, because these beliefs actually hold you back to live a kind of a life that you really want to live. So that was the way your belief system has been programmed when you were a kid. And when you grew up, the things that you actually attract in your life, or the things you accomplished or you were striving for, the goals were all related to that belief system. So whether your belief system is that my happiness is linked to something or someone, like I'm happy when I'm in a relationship, I can be alone, I can be single, a single person is not happy. If that's your belief system, and the moment you are out of the relationship and you had a breakup, you're gonna feel sad, and you won't feel happy or complete by yourself without being in a relationship, because that's your belief system. When we grow up, we again actually reaffirming these belief system, because the things that you believe in, you're gonna attract all those things. If you believe money come easily to me, I am easy to make money, and you are providing the value to the people, you're gonna be wealthy. Trust me, you're gonna be wealthy because of your belief system. And that will going to reaffirm your belief system that the beliefs you had actually been carrying as a kid is 100% right. And more importantly, I've seen so many times in my personal life, in fact in my family, in my parents, like people are very, very hard with their belief. They don't want to change their belief. It's like they are changing themselves. It's like they are actually giving their property or their money to someone else. So they are very, very protective of their belief. So it's very hard to change the belief for the people who are really protective of them, who are not really giving a second thought about it, whether these really beliefs are really helping them or not. Belief system is, or your happiness is actually linked to something or someone which is external of you, then probably you won't be happy for a long time. You're only gonna be happy once that thing is actually there, or that someone is actually there in your life. And the moment that thing is taken away from you, or that person is gone, you're gonna feel incomplete, you're gonna feel lack of happiness. And that's the kind of a belief system is very hard to change, because people are very protective, and more they grow in the age, more they reaffirm their belief system. They think that the belief system they were holding for a long time from their kid is 100% right, is 100% true. It can't be wrong. It's not like an overnight stuff. You're gonna be thinking about, oh, I'm gonna change my belief system, and next day you're gonna wake up and see that your belief system is changed. It doesn't happen overnight. It takes a lot of the time and effort from you, because Your belief system has actually created a life around you. So it's very hard to change it, because whenever you are changing something physically, mentally, emotionally, your body will going to give you the signs that this is something new. And for body, this new is something which is uncomfortable, which is risky, which is not good, and it will going to try to protect yourself. And that's why it's very hard to change the beliefs. Like I've seen in my parents, and it's my personal experience, like my dad has been holding on to some of these stuffs from his kids, or from his when he was a kid, and he said all those things, he holding them into his mind for a very long time. And still he's at the age of like above 50 years, he's still holding on to that belief system. And when he talk about those beliefs, and I actually came across them, I find them, they are not at all true. It's actually holding him back to live a kind of a life. But since I can't change other people, I can't change my parents, and that's not my purpose to change the parents or to change someone. My purpose is to inspire and motivate people. So I sometimes tell him, but if he actually like, oh, you are wrong or something like that, then I don't say anything to him. But I see those beliefs is actually holding him back, and that's my own personal experience. Now I'm going to be sharing some steps, some ways in which you can actually change your belief system. The first thing first, you have to recognize it. Yes, recognizing is very hard if you are actually on an autopilot. If you are doing things passively around you and you're not using your conscious mind to actively do the things, then it would be very hard for you to recognize your belief system. You would actually actively catching those thoughts and minds. Like for me, I've been working from past month or so on my negative thoughts a lot. Whatever the negative thought look like, whether it's for me, for someone, and the moment that thought is coming in my mind, I'm catching it actively, and then I'm changing into a positive one. So that is the thing you have to do, is to actually be aware of your belief system. What is that belief system? The second tip I have for you, second step I have for you, obviously you're going to be having some amazing belief systems, some positive that is helping you to live a good life, and some of them are really, really negative. So you need to actually differentiate. The best way to find it out, the negative ones, which I do, when you are actually having a negative belief system, you're going to feel constriction, you're going to feel suffocation, your body will going to shrink. You're going to feel your breath is actually shallowing. It's not deep in breath. It's shallowing, and you feel like constricted, shrinking. You feel like darkness is there or something like that. You're going to feel like that if your belief system is negative. Like if something is really positive, if something is really right, and something is really good for you, then you won't feel that. You're going to feel expanded. You're going to feel energetic. You're going to feel very, very good about it. You're going to feel your energy increases. You're going to feel it. So you have to actively figure it out by looking at your body signs. Your body will going to give you the signs. Step is to actually write it down onto the piece of paper. Once you have figured it out, which are the negative ones, write it down so that they're gonna be in front of your eyes and you can clearly work on them. The another step I have for you, once you've written down, you have to write against these negative belief system one positive sentence. For example, if your belief system is like money is hard to make, you have to write it that no, money is easy to make. Simple. You have to rewrite those into a positive sentences on a piece of paper. And then the another step I have for you, whenever that negative sentence or whenever that negative belief is coming across you, whether you are saying that actively or passively, whether you are thinking about it, you're writing or something like that, or someone is saying that, at that moment you have to convert that negative into the positive. It's really a lot of the hard work, and I know that because I'm also doing the similar thing with my own personal life, but it's really worth it. You're gonna see that when you start doing it, the hours, days, months, years, eventually it's gonna be completely replaced by a positive one. And the moment that negative will going to come, you don't have to do actively. The mind will actively going to convert into the positive, because you have created a habit. Now habits are hard to make, but once being made, it's gonna serve you for the rest of your life. And when you are actually making a positive habit, it's really a little bit hard than the negative ones. Bad habit is easy to make because we are built in a way that we think bad easily, negative easily. We assume negative things easily. But when it comes to positive, it takes a time. It's going to take some time to actually convert these sentences actively, but it's worth it. Track your progress, like you can do a 30-day challenge, 15-day challenge, a week challenge, and in that entire week, you can look at your self-talk, what you're saying to yourself, and then actively changing it. And when you're actually doing it for the entire day, cross on that day, make a positive notes or something like that, and say to yourself, you did well today, you did well today, you did well that week. So in this way, you can create a challenge for yourself and you can track your progress, and then you can see how far you have come. You're gonna definitely have some progress depending on how hard that belief is or how deeply it's engraved into you. It will gonna be taking you time. Another thing and the last step is to be grateful. Stop complaining and be grateful for whatever is happening in your life. Recognize these negative thoughts or negative belief system, still feel grateful about it, because most of the people are not even aware of their negative belief system. They are thinking that that's the only reality. They are living in the fake reality of themselves, which has been created by the negative belief system. So if you're able to recognize them, that's amazing, because that's the way you have actually done 50% of your work with regard to the negative belief system, because you have recognized it. If you're not able to recognize it, how are you gonna change it? Makes sense, right? So appreciate small things, look at the positive things. Even if you was able to do it for one day, it's still amazing, it's still great. So be grateful about it, appreciate it. I used to give a back on my shoulder whenever I do something great or something positive in this self-improvement. I just do pat a back on my face and tell myself, hey, you did amazing, grateful. Like, just look in the mirror and tell yourself a good and goodly stuff to yourself and make yourself feel happy and joy and all that stuff. Or maybe give yourself a good treat. Going to increase your momentum and going to help you do it way more faster than you would think. Hopefully this video is going to help you know the secret key and how you can deal with that. Let me know what you think in the comment section below. I would really love to hear from you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'll get to see you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye guys.